Hi, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for the week of November 25th to December 1st. Pick a comfy spot, grab a warm drink, and let's see what Spirit wants to tell you. So, this week we're going to be doing messages from your guides. We're going to take a look at an obvious message, a not so obvious message, advice, and what you have to look forward to. Then we'll finish off with our self-care card and our affirmation card as usual. So let's see. Ooh, interesting. Okay. So we're going to start off here with the obvious message, and that is abundance is your right. We're going to pull some tarot on these so we can kind of expand on these messages. So let's see. Okay, so we're going to start with the obvious message, and it says, abundance is your right. Then you have the Four of Cups, Justice, and the Dreamer. It's called the Dreamer in this deck, but it's the Fool card. Okay, so I think what Spirit is saying here is that you have, I think that you may be struggling with some some self-worth issues. And Spirit wants you to know that you have just as much worth, right, value as anyone else. You deserve all of, the best things that this life here on earth has to offer. Love, abundance in all forms. You are worthy of that. And Spirit, that's the obvious message here. Spirit wants you to know that you are just as worthy and valued as anyone else. So if you've been struggling with some self-worth issues here, the obvious message is Spirit would like you to start working on that. We'll take a look further down the line here, see if we can see how you can work on that. But Spirit would really like you to at least become aware of this at this point, the self-worth issues, because it's terrible. Nobody wants to, feel like they're not good enough. Nobody deserves that. I don't care if you're like, I don't know, short, tall, fat, skinny, somewhere in the middle. Flamingo. I don't care. It doesn't make you more or less worthy of love and abundance in all forms than any other human being on earth. Okay? So the not so obvious message is be yourself. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Knight of Wands, Nine of Wands, and the King of Swords. Okay, so Spirit, the not so obvious message is be yourself. Spirit is asking you to kind of throw your inhibitions to the wind, okay? So Spirit is really asking you to kind of just forget about all the self-worth stuff, like just forget all of those negative thinking patterns, all of all of that negative stuff about self-worth that you're struggling with. Spirit wants you to literally crumple it up, throw it in the garbage, because where you're going, you don't need any of that, okay? Spirit wants you to absolutely speak your mind. Your contributions to, whatever situation you're in, whatever is going on around you, are just as valuable as anybody else, okay? You don't have to spend so much time protecting yourself, okay? So absolutely, you need to be spiritually protected. You just need to be mindful of that. Anybody who kind of walks the spiritual path will find it a little easier than others to, kind of figure out when something is of the light and when something isn't. So like you definitely need, just to be aware, like make sure you're spiritually protected. But what Spirit is saying here is that sometimes we get so caught up in protecting ourselves that we overdo it. We overdo it with the protection. And so we end up not just blocking out negative things, we also end up blocking out the positive things. And I think that there's some of that going on. Okay. With the Knight of Wands here, it says confident, passionate, and adventurous. Spirit really wants you to start embodying this. At the end of your life, when all is said and done, and you're about to leave here, the only things that you're going to regret are the things that you did not do, are the chances that you did not take, the things that you did not say. Okay, Cancer? If you try something and fail or fall on your face or whatever, you're going to have learned from that regardless. Okay, so what you gain from taking chances is far better than anything that you would lose from not taking that chance. Okay? Spirit wants you to just, basically throw your inhibitions to the wind and start living as if you had all the confidence in the world, as if you were the most valued human. Like, just forget about all of this nonsense about not being good enough or worthy. That's only holding you back, okay? So Spirit really wants you to be more confident, passionate, and adventurous. Run towards the things that you want, okay? Don't just run. You deserve to be there just as much as anybody else does, okay? So the advice is take responsibility for your actions. So let's pull some tarot on this. Yeah. Okay. So the advice is take responsibility for your actions. You have the Six of Cups, the Three of Wands, and the King of Cups. You have a choice. You're not a martyr. You're not a victim, okay? You are a leader. You can lead yourself. You can lead other people, but what Spirit is asking you to do right now is lead yourself. With take responsibility for your actions, you have a choice. That is your advice. You get to choose. And I know this sounds silly to people who struggle with, like self-confidence issues or self-worth issues. You have the choice to stay there or actively take the steps to change your perception so that you don't have to live kind of shackled by that any longer. So there is an unlimited amount of information on the internet nowadays. So you can just go to Google, go to YouTube, go to whatever, and look up, like how to heal self-confidence issues or how to, get past self-worth issues. Whatever it is, do a little bit of research and then actually do the things. Actually take the steps that to get to change from someone who is, this just fell out of the deck, awakening. That's the Hanged Man. To change your perspective. There you go. To change you need to take the steps. That is the advice here, is that you really do have to take the steps to change your perspective, because that's going to basically change your whole life. Okay? Or like, you don't want to be stuck, just thinking that you're garbage for the rest of your life, because you're not. You're everything. You're just as important and valuable as anyone else, and worthy of everything. Okay? So what you have to look forward here is lead by example. This is good. Let me pull tarot on this, but I have an idea of what this is. This is so cool. Lead by example. You got the 4 of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. And it goes 4, 8, King. So Spirit is telling you that what you have to look forward to in the future here is that if you do all of this work and take yourself from a place of, the lack in how you view yourself to abundance in how you view yourself, you will eventually get a chance to lead by example. You will then be able to help others who struggle with the things that you are struggling with now. And I promise you, once it comes full circle, that is where you really settle into your purpose here on this planet. When you are able to help somebody through something, there is just no better feeling in the entire world. There really isn't. So before we go, we're going to pull our self-care card and our affirmation card. The self-care card is something you can do this week to show yourself a little bit of love and take care of yourself. So let's see, self-care for Cancer, please. Ooh, beauty ritual. I love this. Absolutely. Do something for yourself that makes you feel confident. Do something for yourself that makes you feel worthy. Okay? Doesn't have to be doing your nails. It can be anything. It doesn't have to be something that you spend money on either. It's going to be different for everybody. You know what I mean? Because we're all different. But do something special for yourself this week that you don't typically do, that makes you feel beautiful and confident. Okay? That's a perfect one to come out with this week's messages. And then last card before we go is our affirmation card. So something you can tell yourself throughout the week. Keep yourself going, keep yourself positive, and keep yourself on track. Let's see. Affirmation for Cancer, please. I bring peace with me wherever I go. That is so beautiful. I think some of us can really get down on ourselves sometimes and think, like, I have nothing of value. I bring nothing, to these relationships. And that is not true. Even if you're not bringing profound changes and whatever, peace is so underrated, and it is the most, honestly, arguably, one of the most important things in life is peace. And if you bring peace to someone's life, you've made it, man. You are top tier. So one more time before we go. I bring peace with me wherever I go. Okay, Cancer? All right, that's what I have for you today. I hope this reading has been insightful. Until next time, remember, you are smart, kind, beautiful, and brave. Bye, my friend.